No Driver by I Love Your Lifestyle. Independent Swedish math rock band I Love Your Lifestyle formed in 2012 with members Lucas, Joel, Jonathan, Oscar, and Frederick. I Love Your Lifestyle's third LP, No Driver, was released the 23rd of October 2020 via Dog Night Productions and Counterintuitive Records. It combines complex guitar riffs with super memorable vocals, like on its 5-minute opener, Stupid. This song seems to be the one that was worked on the most, with complimentary backing vocals done by David Mitchell, Vincent Ford, Jasper Patterson, and Alicia First. The whole song seems to be talking about how people see you as an individual and how they see your art. The group screams in the chorus, "So put your hands down, don't try to sing along, we're nothing but wet clowns, and we will never write history," signifying that no matter what they do, will never be important. For one, I heavily disagree with this sentiment, but I'll get that over with in my final thoughts. Moving on, one of my favorite lyrics on this song is, "Well, thank you for trying, we're so easy to forget, we're so easy to forget about." I feel this deeply as a musician, even if the line was not meant for that, but whatever. The track seamlessly transitions into the next song, Car, really making these two like a 10-minute long jam-packed ride from start to finish. This one takes a more depressing attitude compared to Stupid's more sarcastic approach. "The weather outside won't drag me down even if I realize that I'm out of everything edible." And "No, I'm not asleep, my mind is still alive" are two lyrics that really point this out. In the midsection, the vocals disappear and it really gives shine to the guitars and the synths on this track. The switch up at the end with the melody is very pleasant to hear, as well as the ending as a whole closes out the first two songs, which I really count more as one song. Moving on, the song No Harm, No Foul. It's a quick 2-minute and 50-second song that is pretty mid-paced and has a very catchy guitar line that is the first one that has any Swedish lyrics in it, which was meshed so well into it that I didn't know it was Swedish until I looked at the lyrics. I originally thought it was just English, but, being yelled. Besides that, I think the song is, it's nice, but it's not one of my favorites. I still listen to it every now and then, and usually when I do my full album run through it, I still listen to it. I never skip it. Shilly Shally. Holy fucking shit, I love this song. I'm going to be honest, the first time when I heard this song, I could not stop listening to it. I listened to it 5 times in a row. Then I got my guitar and tried to learn it from ear. I even went so far as to make an unlisted YouTube video trying to teach my band how to play it. I got it all wrong, all the chords and stuff, but that just shows how much I love this song. The little vocal embellishment at the part where it's, "Am I in your thoughts now? Well, you're in mine." The that fucking part gets stuck in my head so much. If I'm doing little stuff like working on a project or I'm showering, it just won't get out of my head. The guitar solo at the very end has this very anime opening type of thing where it has 2 octaves playing at the same time. I love this song. A line. I could say the same thing that I just said about Shilly Shally, just get rid of Shilly Shally and put a line in there, because they're both very similar. The main difference is that this song is in a different time signature and it has less dynamics, and another key difference is that there's a more synth-heavy presence on this. I like them both, this one just slightly less. This band has a way of making 5-minute long songs feel really short. I mean, we've already gone through around about 4 of them. All of them have something really super exciting about them that's very captivating and keeps you throughout the entire song. Track 6 is I Have No Point to Make. Lyrically, this song does something kind of clever, changing the words slightly in every chorus, from "I have a newfound self-respect" to "You have a newfound self-respect," and then "I don't have a newfound self-respect." The whole song is about a relationship and about how you wish you could be doing more and given with the time that you have, but you don't. And wanting to know a person and what they're doing even when they're gone. I like this song equally as much as a line. I think that this one has better dynamics because of the end and with, the more synth focus. I'm going to try my best to say this. From Untitled. I promise that will be the only Swedish I speak in this video. I don't want to embarrass myself. This song is all in Swedish, but I will refrain from, talking about the lyrics too much. This is the first real big change on the record where instead of having a pretty mid-paced math rock song. It's very slow, stripped back, opting for a more subdued, acoustic, spacious arrangement of synth and electronic elements. As I said, this is all in Swedish, so I won't be talking about the lyrics and their meaning, though the song does translate to back and forth in English. I do have something to say about the vocals, not regarding the language. They go for a very lullaby type way of singing, and on the first couple of listens I wasn't really into it, and after a while I got used to it, though it's still not one of my favorite tracks. I do like the high vocals in it, but for the most part I don't really like the vocals on this song. Though I do understand and respect its place on the album, because if it wasn't here, it would be really boring, this whole album. This one song has so much importance because of the switch up with the instrumental that it really just dials you back like a palate cleanser and lets you appreciate the rest of the album instead of just going through the entire thing just rocking out the whole time. It would get exhausting. The next song is called Well, That's Not Ideal. If you ever wanted the quickest impression of this band, listen to this. It's fucking 46 seconds long, and it's hype as hell. The next song is called Okay. Sticking with the shortness, this song is at about 2 minutes, and it wastes no time. The lyrics cover similar ground to I Have No Point to Make, reminiscing about a lover and how they could not stand you. The instrumental is pretty nuts. At a lightning fast pace and melodic passages, it's definitely up there with my top 5. Inner Freakness. This is the first real meh song to me. I think that it just stays on the same note for so long, and when it does really come into its own, it fades out as quickly as it comes in. But overall, this is my least favorite song. By no means does it destroy the album or anything. I'm just stating how I feel. And now, for the last song, Making Nothing Out of Something. The best way to talk about this song is through the lyric, I've got nothing left to say, I'm signing out. It's the outro overall. It's a depressing sentiment to an honestly pretty depressing album. Now for my final thoughts. Thank God this is real. I love this album and all of its flaws. It's not perfect, but I don't think really any album is. I still praise it for what it is. Something I did not bring up was how good the mixing is on this thing. Thank you to the persons who mixed this. Eric Sunding and Carl Hardal. Honestly, this record and its mixing is one of the biggest highlights that it has going for it. Everything is so present, you can hear every drum hit to every background synth. So, my final score for this record is a 9. Thank you for watching, and I love your lifestyle.